I should put
Hmm.
us on because there's a lag between the two.
Mhm.
Buzz is not here today.
Yes. Why is this a memory?
Well, I wonder why.
Hey, what's going on with shipping? Sal Mercogliano here.
They're
Okay,
talking
just
about the
just
bridge.
just yeah, practicing and stuff.
Yes. Let's see who comes in since
Hello.
Buzz is dealing with home life.
First thing is turn off top chat. First, then the thing is to like. Then go to Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry.
I gotta get them on too long now. They're both too high. I curled it tight.
Like it looks fine.
I know you always think it looks fine.
Yes, it does.
And it's Sunday. I wonder if anybody shows up.
They yes, they will. Of course they will.
Sunday,
They're
I
all
wouldn't.
they're all coming back. They're coming back from church, and as soon as they file in, they'll check in. So we got three already, including me. So hello.
Church.
Maybe, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. There are people who go to church at 6, but there aren't people who go to church at 3. And of course, what am I thinking of? A Catholic church because, it's the way it was brought up. Um, we found a channel. Oh my God, did we find a channel?
Yeah, well, oh no, okay. That we're that will be distracting us today.
It's the Cheetah channel.
It's
And someone will send the link when there are enough people on here because it's on the big television in front of us.
mm-hmm.
And it's a cheetah in Africa.
This room is full of devices.
Yeah,
No wonder you need more plugs.
I know. Get another line filter. Got a cute little purple one, but now I don't know if I'm going to put it in here, if I'm going to put it in the bedroom, because the bedroom has a bunch of devices too.
Do da, do
It's
da.
like I'm not even going to look at the camera today. I'm going to be sitting there looking at the cheetah cubs. Oh. Oh, I was going to say hi. Oh,
Yeah, hello.
uh, aren't you going to?
I did, but it doesn't
Oh, I
show up
really
anymore.
did.
Yeah, I'll show. I mean, it it says so. I believe it worked. It just doesn't show
Okay.
a message that it was turned on anymore.
How
So
about that Mexican cutter? That's an old style cutter.
yeah,
Um, Hitting the Brooklyn Bridge. Did you see how big that flag was? That flag
yeah,
was monstrous.
yeah.
That would have scared the hell out of me.
So it was never supposed to go under the bridge
No,
at all.
nope.
It drifted because
Yep.
of
If
similar.
you asked me, there was something about a tug. There was a tug right next to it, so I have a feeling maybe the tug screwed up.
When I first saw, I thought, frightening parallels to Baltimore.
Yeah,
Like, okay, did it take the bridge out?
but I didn't get to take Brooklyn Bridge out because Brooklyn Bridge has a weird cantilever thing going too.
Yeah.
So the only reason we lost our cantilever was because of the earthquake showed how unstable it was. So that's why they tore it down.
Yes, the western half of our Bay Bridge.
Yes, of our Bay Bridge. And now we have the fancy white one that actually looks really cool. And it's got a great curve in it. I scare the hell out of people with that curve
Mm-hmm.
because my car that I'm keeping, do you know, paint to get your car painted costs what, $10,000?
That's what one of our friends said. Yeah.
And I believe him because he's into cars.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really interesting. It's like to get the blue pearl that my car is, and it needs to be painted. Uh, would cost $10,000 for
You
paint
actually recommended a wrap
wrap,
instead of a paint job.
which would be sort of cool because then I can get a Hello Kitty on it. It's my car. I drive it. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. He drives the Rogue. The only time he ever drives my car is when I need to take the Rogue somewhere. So, can you hear her? We can.
The noise canceling is too
It's
is
too good.
is too good. Yeah. It's designed that way. But I'll bring her up.
Like puke.
Coming up later today,
Oh,
my breakfast.
I've got to scoot over so I don't
Oh, so
so I don't
so we both have to be in frame. We have to see the
see.
CBF,
That's the
which,
way he wants it.
by the way, I don't think we've ever, to this day, I've figured out what it means. I have a theory
What is your theory?
because it is heart-shaped that it might be medical in nature, and CBF can stand for, I think, cerebral brain function
That would
or blood
explain.
flow, or no,
That would explain
yeah,
me.
but yeah, otherwise.
Animal Audit Corner.
That's Nisa. Hi, Nisa.
What is her name?
We just know.
See, the DJ. I can't remember her name. I can remember the name of someone's
Hmm.
pet easier than I can remember the name of someone else. So,
But yeah, it looks like it's custom made for her, but it's not.
nope, we got it at typo.
Yes. And how weird is that? So, hi, Nisa. How are you? Nice to see you. We have
This is what we're being distracted
we're
by.
right.
It finally came in handy for me.
Yep.
Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm. So
Mom's awake.
is this Kenya or does it didn't say?
I don't know. I didn't have time to look
Okay.
it up. I clicked on it at was it 2:58.
Okay.
So all I had time to do was go,
So,
ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
newborn cheetah cubs.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's some kind of sanctuary. So
So we are in the corner auditing animals right now.
very much so. So
Yeah.
um you should just put the link up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because people that join they can go back in time and see the chat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or the people who just watch it for a couple of minutes will get to see cheetah cubs and
yeah,
Link.
no. So we got
Yeah,
some.
we don't have our Linkmeister here right now. She's doing stuff.
So Papa Cat will have to do his best.
Yes. Fuzz the Linkmeister.
Yeah, what do we picture her in mission control with,
Yes.
10 monitors
Yes, a little
in a
little
dark
room.
room,
In a dark room with
just like
like monitors, and she's the one
yep,
who's got the LED wallpaper,
yep.
and she's the one sitting there with a headset on in one of those big like gamer
Well, she's
chairs.
not moderating, she's directing planes.
Yeah. So I know, I can't help it. It's on our the TV in my craft room is 40 inch.
This one,
Yeah.
I think it's either a 36 or a 40.
Okay. I
Yeah,
think it's a 40.
yeah.
Um, PV was my babysitter when I was little, so I have to have one in every room I inhabit. And this husband takes it very, very well because I can always show him something new to watch. The first husband did not like it and insisted we didn't have a TV in our bedroom. I should have left it right there. And then he'd get mad at me because I was up late watching television in the other room. So, oh,
Okay, so link
there's at
is
least one
incoming.
cat who's having a midnight snack, I think.
Okay, and mom is just like, oh, okay,
Whatever.
I know. This is my job.
Yes.
Okay, so
There you go.
that's a link to the actual
Oh,
stream, not the channel.
he found the channel's got a bunch of other things too.
They have like 10 live streams going at once. I don't even know how you do that. Well, if you're a professional channel,
It's also from Africa.
it's also
So
from
they can
Africa.
have as many networks as they want, I think.
That's right. Yep.
Ooh, that's what we should get my big giant head to do is go installing networks in other places around across the world. Because he said he wanted to do
Oh,
nonprofit work
nonprofits.
when he retires.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to retire for a couple of years now because of everybody's not IRA, what is it called?
401k.
401k.
Yeah.
But he said when he retired, he wanted to go. He wanted to help nonprofits, but he also hates to fly, loves to fly. That's the easiest way to put it. Um, and if I told him about nonprofits around the world, I bet you he'd love that idea, weirdly enough. So, especially if I send him links like this.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm trying to get back to you.
Ah, so today,
All right, what do we got?
not profit, protest things to live by. Let's make us bigger again.
Yep.
You see in my hair, I've got a multi-tool. This is a multi-tool.
Explain.
I got it on Amazon. It's a hair clip. And what it does is there are ridges here, so it will cut into things. There's a point here, so you can use it as self-defense. It has like ruler markings down here, so you can measure things. It was actually designed for women. It's unisex, so obviously. And you can take this when you protest, as long as you wear it in your hair.
You have a question already.
Hey, watching NDK, how many kittens? Four. Four kittens. Our kittens, we only have two.
Yes.
But if he gets his way, we'll get two more real soon. Because if we get two more kittens, we won't get a dog. And he's definitely afraid of getting a dog. I can tell he is. I'm the one who's like, I had a dog between 5 and 12, 5 and 13, 6 and 13.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, welcome, Emma. Now we got that out of the
next
way.
subject.
This is a, how do we describe this channel to new people?
Um, Jonestown wrecked me when I was 10 years old, and I can't stand cults. And we've had to deal with them. I grew up in the 70s, or I was a kid in the 70s. So we had the Manson family. We had Synanon, which my parents belonged to when it was just a rehab center. We had Jonestown, which lives on forever because most of the people were from Oakland. Um, and boy, back in the 70s, you could show everything constantly. So, and then we had also, before I could really realize anything, and I thought about this too, we had the Olympic thing. It was in 72, wasn't it?
Oh, you mean uh, uh,
The
the
Israeli one.
the plane? No, no, the hostages.
Yeah, the
The
hostages.
yeah, yeah, that was 70. Yeah, around that same time. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so my grandmother was a huge news fan, a news just junkie. Read the paper front to back. We watched Cronkite. We watched Tom Brokaw. We watched my grandmother even watched Tom Snyder. She liked Tom Snyder. So we watched everything. And then here, our independent station went on at 10. So we could watch a whole hour of news and watch 11:30, 11 to 11:30, and then Nightline, which was 11:30 to 12 or 11:30 to 12:30.
I think the latter. I think
Okay.
it was.
And then after that was Tomorrow. So, um but when I stayed with her a lot when I was young, and so, and unfortunately my dad was in the hospital when Jonestown happened, so I was at my grandmother's house and we watched it. And that was the day of we don't really censor stuff. So I got to see everything over and over and over again. So that, and it was also a year before Mosconian Milk. Um, but yeah, everything was tied into a cult, especially the Jonestown. Everything was a cult here. Um, so that's how got into. We need to see this while I'm talking like
Yeah. Speaking of
got into just sort of studying cults, and then came across Scientology. Um, the Aftermath actually series actually piqued my curiosity, but I sort of knew about it because, of course, the volcano commercials for Dianetics. You had independent stations where you lived, you had the volcano commercials constantly. So, Channel 2, which was independent, Channel 44, which is the one on VHF, um, always had Dianetics commercials. So, it's like, oh, okay. So Aftermath started the ember under my butt, and then the whole when I got, I don't remember how. I think it was Aaron. Um, but it got me interested because people could protest. That was cool. So I got into it last February. Hi, Danny. How's married life? That's what we always say. Oh, sorry, too soon. I'm here from Scientology following, but totally here for animal following. I can't help it. Just found it right before watching the kittens get a midnight snack. I don't know where they are actually. So obviously it's far enough that it's still nighttime there. So
we're assuming it's somewhere in Africa because the name of the channel is Africam.
yeah. And it says HESC maternity something. You should look that up. Um, so that's why we found it. And he taught me how to do this. This is all I'm learning here because I messed up some ACL, sciatic muscle, whatever, but it's taken about 8 years, weeks for it to heal. I actually made it up both staircases today without screaming, so that's good, or having to take it one at a time. So it's getting better. But usually, before all this, I got caught on a cord. Um, I I post from the org in San Francisco. I'm the only one there.
That's where we are. We're in the San Francisco area.
Yeah, we're in the San Francisco. Well, no, everybody knows we're in Alameda. So, I live in Alameda, and I'm stuck home trying to make sure that um my muscle heals correctly, because this is one of those ones that if you screw up, it stays screwed up forever. I live in a 3-story house. No. Townhouse. So let's see. Okay.
I know. Distract much?
Hi vibes.
I
How
get
are you?
I get vibes.
So today I was watching was Alan Rick Ross, that Aaron interviewed 2 months ago. I'm an hour in, and it's really interesting. And I was wondering to myself, how can you deprogram if you're not allowed to deprogram anymore? You cannot kidnap people to
Hmm.
deprogram anymore. Um, but he explained it. You got to get them to where they agree to stay. He was talking about someone who was in for 27 years and they deprogrammed him. And the guy said later, I'm glad I stayed. And it's like, that's how you can do it now. So you can't kidnap anymore, which is what they literally were doing. But if you get to them and they say, okay, then you can whip it out and have your good old deprogramming session. I was wondering about that because once I realized, or once I heard, and this was years ago, that you can't kidnap anymore, I was like, how do you deprogram them? So if, and I'm sure he's really good at figuring what the switch is. But another thing I found out today, sorry, BFF was telling me about what also is sort of bothering me now is Biden's going. He's got cancer and it's gone to his bones. So Cat just read that before we came on. So I wish the idiot would keep his mouth shut, but he's not going to. But he's that's actually what the um, little sister's mom uh, found out pretty much the same time like he's doing now. So the only difference is she chose to die with dignity. So I'm trying to think, how many months was it? 4 months, 5 months? Because it spread to her brain. So yeah, it's like if it starts spreading to other places, and their announcement says he's managing it, which means
Managing. It's.
my big giant head.
Hello.
So yeah, no, he's sick. He's really, really sick. So it'll be interesting. I hope the big orange balloon just, I don't know why I'm Pollyanna living in a pink world, see all the Hello Kitty, because I think that the orange balloon won't say anything.
If he says something like it should have been Lars, then I give him props.
Huh?
The Metallica joke.
No. Oh God. Yes. That was a trigger. Um, so I feel terrible for Biden personally, but what a disgrace his team is. Huh? I hope you're like joking. Top chat. Oh God. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Big
Yep,
Giant
I
Head.
know.
Ah.
Thank you for the reminder.
And you can't set it to do it on
Yeah,
live chat.
what
You can't do like a default.
somebody's got to have a hack for that that will permanently disable it.
Yeah, just like there should be, or I guess it's an I
Yeah.
Apple thing where you can monetize automatically. I have to monetize individually, and I have to remember that yesterday does not get monetized. Yeah, yesterday was they I don't want to get,
Yeah.
it's in his bones. Ah, well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. That's why it's like when they said it moved to his bones, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. And the BFF just messaged and said,
And that's pretty much how my dad went.
yeah, prostate.
Yeah. So I have personal experience with this. Not me personally, but someone in my family.
Your dad.
My dad. Let's not be vague.
So yeah. Um, Probably won't even see him out anymore after this. So because he waited so long to take care of it. As usual. I should be fine. What is it with men? We're not even gonna talk about his blood clots. Metastasis is the medical term all love to Biden and his family. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So Yeah, men have a problem. He had a blood clot. Wouldn't go to the hospital when I told him to. Went to work, and his coworker, who he was close to at the time, took him to the hospital because he said, "You need to go to the hospital." And it was a blood clot.
Pulmonary embolism, to be more specific. But yeah, I'm fine now.
So I gave him shit.
There,
Lots of it.
there goes your monetization for today.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, and then he got another one. At least he listened to me on that one. But unfortunately, he missed voting for Obama,
Yeah, I missed the
the
election,
2008
2008
election.
presidential election. I was not able to vote. So to this day, that bugs me.
Yeah. And that's also why we got married, because his mom did not come from
Yep.
back east
Yep.
to see him. She's Scottish. They're a little standoffish. They make Germans look like huggy huggy. Um, so I couldn't approve anything. So when he got out, I said, getting married now. We were starting to
It
get
was in the
ready to
works.
get
It was in the
married,
works anyway.
which would have been really cool because
Yep.
we would have had the atrium at the Marriott because they would have just finished remodeling it
Yeah.
and he offered it to us. So, but they wouldn't even take a medical for, as a reason to give us back the
Yeah,
deposit.
I had to fight them for
His mom even went to
partial
the movie,
refund.
or his mom sent them a letter because she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Put it on letterhead, looks scary. And they're
Yep.
like, nope.
Yep. Embolisms are dangerous.
Yeah. So
They are.
he's been taking care of it ever since then. But yeah, it was like, I gave him an ultimatum to start dating me. I said, you either, we either
Uh,
start dating or I'm leaving you. I gave him an ultimatum to get married. And then I had to say, we're going to go get married on Friday, which told my mother and my brother to meet us there. And so, but my mom didn't know. My dad got mad because he said he would have taken the day off. I didn't know he was allowed to take
yeah.
days off. I thought with the three-letter acronym, he had to like put in a request saying
Yes,
blah blah blah,
exactly. You don't
and
just
he was like,
spontaneously do it.
and you can where he was working at
Yeah.
the time. Yeah. So he gets to growl about it to me, and I growl about it to him because it's like, well, it wouldn't have been a shotgun wedding if it wasn't for Mr. Bloodclot here. But we got married at City Hall in San Francisco. While we were in line waiting to make an appointment, I turned to him and said, "You know, if you wouldn't have got me pregnant, this wouldn't be happening." Both my mom and my brother are like, I think
Hmm.
people were looking at us like,
If that were to happen today, there'd be a viral video.
yes,
Yeah, there would be.
just freaked out for half a minute. He was just, sometimes I have to go, hun, it's a joke. I didn't know. He got
Yeah,
it.
you can't make jokes in this building. It's serious.
So, yes. Oh my God. Do you know I'll fit my wedding dress now?
The flapper one?
Yeah.
Wow.
I picked a really cool dress to get married in. It's a flap. It looks like a flapper dress. It has little net fringes on it. It's black, of course. I was going to have arms put on it. But I couldn't fit it forever because he owed me 50 pounds. That's what I always say. He fattened me up when he started, when we moved in together, like 2 months after we started dating. The cat moved in first. But yeah, he fattened me up. The joke was that he owes me 50 pounds. Well, he's going to make good on that.
So
He did.
we're making good on that.
Yeah.
We've almost got to that,
Yeah.
right?
I've got, well, if we go from my very beginning,
Yeah.
which I found the paper for, it's 191. So it would be 41 pounds. So he still owes me 9. So embolism is super dangerous. Yes, we know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing that a quarter of an aspirin every day couldn't help, or so they say. He's on, what are you on now?
Eliquis.
Right, what were you on before?
Warfarin.
Warfarin. Try not to take warfarin because it killed our diet like crazy. Because you can't have anything with a lot of dark green,
Vitamin K.
vitamin K,
Right.
which is basically all the dark green vegetables,
Yeah.
and cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you could do it if you did the same amount every day.
Which there's no way that could happen.
Not at the time.
No.
Back then, it
Yeah.
was like, no,
It
we
was easier to just
were
cut it
doing
out.
club, we were doing life. It was just easier.
Consistent diet was difficult back then.
Yeah. which sucked because I had just gotten him into Brussels sprouts. Just
And broccoli.
and broccoli.
Yeah.
And we had to stop them both. And so somewhere along the line, about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, he goes, I never liked Brussels sprouts. I'm like, yeah, you did. The minute he got on the other one, the doctor said we could eat dark green. We don't eat it as much as we should. We still haven't learned how not to. It's 4 years now.
Go home, Kobil, if you're drunk.
Oh my God. You are hammered, aren't you, Bill? Go lay your head down.
But welcome anyway.
That's not
Nice to have
English,
you.
Bill. Oh. So, yeah. So we're trying to get into a better diet. It's why we're doing fresh, fresh,
Fresh.
fresh choice.
No.
No, that's a
Hello Fresh.
HelloFresh because it
Yeah.
makes him cook. He loves to cook. It's so bizarre. Um, it's the running joke that he is my Branson. So, oh my God, you
No,
aren't.
no, Hudson.
No, but Branson, the chauffeur that turned into the husband.
Uh, Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he likes being the butler. I think it's a fetish. I don't. So he started cooking a while back, and I get in his way now. I wanted to help him because I can chop, was it garlic without,
Oh,
or
good.
onions? I can
Oh yeah.
do onions
I still
without,
want you to do that.
I don't tear up.
Yeah.
No, I ask and you always say, I got it. Um, so yeah, I don't tear up at all. He's got to wear frickin', swimmer's goggles
Mm.
practically to cut onions. Um, so I can rub them on me. I mean,
Should have had you do the chilies yesterday.
yeah, he winds up burning himself a little
I
bit
know.
from the capsaicin from,
Just touching the seeds from a chili pepper.
it's the capsaicin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
from the
Ugh.
chili. Um, Tito vodka facilitates self-management.
All right, good. Adam, thank you for taking care of Kobil. We'll just sit here and you know, let you come up with some remedies for that.
Oh, here's a weird theory from when I was a kid. When I was a kid in high school, Bow Wow Wow came out with I Want Candy. It was everywhere. A lot of people said that I looked like her. And I guess this is what took care of like the confidence thing. I was like, well, I'm not beautiful, but I am hella pretty, and I'll go with that. But I'll never say that to anybody. I realized that yesterday because my big giant head, my brother, went to go see Bow Wow Wow yesterday
Yesterday
and didn't tell me until yesterday.
that he was going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sent me,
Apparently he was very close. Yeah. He
that's
he
her.
was freaking like front row. So that's Annabella from Bow Wow Wow. Yes.
And I said, I sort of still look like her. And he goes, you sure do.
And she was like 16 when she
Yeah.
first joined that band. She
Yep.
was like
She was the
way
same age as I was.
super young.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's why, because I used to be very brown. So I'm not brown anymore. And what nationality is she?
Annabella, I believe, is Burmese and British. Yeah,
I thought she was native. And
yeah,
just the I Want Candy video, she's like in a doe-skin dress,
yeah,
like Pocahontas.
yeah.
And so I assumed she was native. So diet is very important. HelloFresh ain't so bad. I know, much better than those highly processed malarkey. Yes,
Hmm.
it's expensive, but it's one of those things where it's like it's worth it until we can do this on our own. We did stop it at one time. For 6 months, we worked back to eating crap. So cool for cats, yes. Uh, best type of butler play is when a lady insists that I call her a bad man.
Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of that here.
Wolf, you should have known where I worked on last Wednesday.
Ah, that's right. Bow Wow Wow were former ants. That's true.
Ah,
Right. Marco
oh.
Paroni, I believe, was one of them, right?
Okay, that actually makes sense then why
Yep.
they popped out of the scene.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, because he was dead. The ants, Adam and the ants were definitely very popular back then because nothing beats a beautiful man in makeup. I think Prince realized that's the right way to go.
Hmm.
Heels and makeup. So, um, they're British. I didn't know. See, I always thought, well, because people said I look like her, I thought that she was, I didn't know it was native then,
Oh, like
Native American.
North American native. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought she was from LA for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, so it was an interesting thing. Time for more kittens. Oh, I think they're done with, this is what you guys are going to get for the next like few days. Because yeah, the lay's getting better. I made it to the third from the top step on both floors before I had to like stop and breathe. So, which is better than the day before. So it's slowly coming back. I used to heal like a mofo.
She's your age. Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burmese, English Burmese, right?
Yeah. So the reason I knew she was my age is because I was like, I don't want to be compared to like some
Hmm.
20-year-old, 22-year-old girl. And they're like, she's your age. And I'm like, ooh, cool.
I was not Marco, but two of the other guys.
Mm.
Anyway, you're right. Definitely Adam and the Ants connections.
Yeah. But seeing the Broham having a picture that close, he loved Bow Wow Wow. So he thought they were a great band. So,
He got new ants, right?
yes. Yes. So C6, C60, C90, go.
That was their first cassette release, I believe. Mm. Or first album, or first single, first something. Yeah.
Well, no, there were bands who only did cassettes.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's it. Just totally
Yep.
triggered like a whole bunch of things.
Yep.
Like, oh
Yep.
my God, there was a time when you only did cassettes. Um, which he's selling some of the country music ones that my parents had.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what things are worth.
Yeah, it's like the Beatles
Hmm.
Northwest first pressing isn't worth crap, but some outlaw from the '79 uh tour, or
Oh yeah.
that year that they, or the first year they put the Outlaws put out a cassette, it's like he can sell it for at least $30 or something. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, and considering we have his collection, I lost my collection in a robbery. His collection, my parents' collection, a friend of ours who we helped die of cancer's collection, and then we found my parents like cassette tapes last year, or when we emptied out the house I grew up in. It
Oh,
was
and
like,
not to mention his 7-inch single collection, which was under the house that we vacated.
because that was before he was
And
18.
I've gone through about a quarter of those, and I bet you there are some finds in there.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
Hmm.
So that's sort of the very lightly trickle. Was it something will show up somewhere? Was it Amazon? There's something that shows up somewhere that I knew that the PayPal had been transferred to something else.
Ah, okay.
So because it's like it's a weird number and it can be anywhere from like $5 to like 50.
Oh, you mean the orders?
Well,
Oh, the
yeah,
transfer.
it's not
Yeah.
consistent. So my Burmese band is named Rangoons.
Rangoons were like these little candies.
Oh, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure what. I know it's like there's got to be at least one river called it. I don't know if that's a nationality or
Burma is now Myanmar. So,
what did I get? Crab Rangoon.
okay.
Oh, wrong one. I found these a long time ago. See that? That is a mouse. And they still make them. So they're track points. They're little portable mice.
Yeah.
Because I'm a trackball girl, but haven't, try to find a decent trackball nowadays. Um, Ah, why did Rangoon change its name? In an effort to cut colonial ties, the military junta changed the country's name from Burma to Myanmar in 1989. It also disposed of a number of cities' names, including Rangoon, now Yangon, and Pagan, now Bagan. To this day, the name change is politically contentious issue. Okay, so still didn't tell you what the name was except named after cities. So, um, Guardians of the Galaxy. Adam Carmona sent me a cassette mixtape, and it was all Pharaoh Saunders and Poconombo Electric Ensemble.
Pachambo, yeah.
Explain.
What, me?
Sounds like music.
Yeah.
When you know it,
I don't. No.
I
But
got
I
the
can relate to the next comment.
I got the first Ant 7-inch pre-sale
Pre-release.
released Dog Eat Dog from my father's partner in 1978. Or yeah,
Yeah.
I had a Let's Dance picture disc. I was not amused when my collection was
You
small.
can say had.
Had.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and the brother used to go to the record store when he'd take me places when my father, bio dad, stopped picking me up. So we'd go to like Tower Records and they had tons. It's San Francisco in the 80s. Are you kidding? I had so many picture discs that are worth $1 billion now that got stolen after some fight. Around the time that I we had Boots in the house, so it was that house that it happened in. Um, let's see, Manhattan transfer of police. Burma also has a new capital. Okay, sorry, I'll have to put him on again so you see.
Oh, yeah. And time for some more cat.
Totally distracted. We've been moving
Hello,
around,
kitty.
and we just found this today. So
Ah, so this was our distraction earlier.
yes, and
Here it comes.
I think you're the only moderator on here.
At the moment,
I'm gonna have to get another one since
I believe
Dawn's
so.
working on a regular.
Yeah, Dawn,
Pam's working on a
Dawn
regular
does
basis
show
now,
up.
but she's working, and since she's a nurse, it's like real work. So craft work on tape, despite the hiss.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Kraftwerk cassette. Okay.
craft work's that old?
Kraftwerk formed in like 71 or 72, I think. Maybe even sooner. This is all, I'm not even looking anything up. This is just,
Fred tried to hitchhike across Asia and got as far as Burma before he was picked up by the army and brought back to the border. He met the Time Cube guy IRL on that trip. Time Cube guy?
what's the Time Cube guy? That story sounded fully plausible until
Old
that
school
moment.
real.
Yeah. You still got your 70s, 80s vinyl? Yes.
I don't.
Emma, yeah. Um, you could be sitting on a gold mine.
Oh God, yes. Go look it up. Where do you
Discogs.com.
the link
Yeah,
in?
if you've got the energy, and the patience to catalog your collection, that website is like, the ideal one for, um, I mean, yeah, you may not ever want to get rid of your stuff ever, but
Or if you go look and you're going,
yeah,
I hella want to get rid of my stuff.
exactly. You might find you have a very rare pressing of some particular thing, and you can see what people are willing to pay for it.
And
If
the former Eastern Bloc countries are the ones who are mostly interested. He's sending things to.
Yeah, um, I've had trouble shipping vinyl overseas is really a challenge. In terms of pricing, in terms of getting people to understand how expensive the shipping is. So I haven't done that lately, but I do ship vinyl in within the US.
There is no book club tonight, FYI.
Right.
Carrie Ann has to study. She said, I'm so late, damn.
Now we have two mods.
Now we have two mods, and it's not even guaranteeing that she's paying attention because she's supposed to be studying. So, yes, there is no Carrie Ann tonight. Bummer. And I mean it for real. It's like, I was actually looking forward to it tonight.
Don't guilt her out.
No, 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 no. Of course not. She knows I'm
Yeah.
always the one who's like,
Carrie Ann, we support you no matter what you're doing,
yes, except if it's a little too weird.
unless you're interacting with Soda and not showing us pictures.
See, that's why I wanted to see my cat. And you see the cat there? That's a live feed from a Cheeto who gave birth to 4 cubs.
Yes.
So I have Abba Eben addresses the United States on vinyl. I know this.
Uh, I never know half the time whether to
And
believe what
the Time
Adam's
Cube
saying.
guy is real. It's a
Okay.
pseudoscientific personal web page set up in
Yeah.
1997 by
Yeah.
Otis Eugene Jean Ray. Now I have to look that puppy up.
Beatles White Room original on vinyl, Nebulous.
No, White Room?
Uh, yeah, I forget. That's one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have the White Album, Northwest pressing, first edition, ain't worth crap. Which even ticked my dad off because we tell him what they sold for. So, and I used to always tell him his Beatles album will be
Yeah,
worth a lot of money. And then when he told me it was also the Northwest edition, I'm just like, nope,
you know,
nobody cares.
the older, the bigger the band, the more pressings there exist.
And
Not
people
and not
still do.
just different countries, but like pressing plants and you name it.
Yeah. So I figured that they might be worth something. So, Jewish Virtual Library. Abba Eban was an Israeli orator, diplomat, and politician who served in many capacities, including deputy prime minister and an Israeli ambassador to something.
You
Okay.
got me, Adam. I'm looking it up.
That was literally an ABBA song for some reason. So I'm wrong.
Of course, when I search ABBA on Discogs, what do I get?
What are you looking at now? No, no, it's a person.
No, I know,
Oh,
but that counts.
right.
There's
Because they probably pressed his speeches or Raider.
Yep. In fact, I think I may have just found it.
The Abba Eban's UN speeches on the Middle East, Volume
Yes.
1.
And there's someone selling a copy in somewhere for $37.77.
See, this
So, stump the band. I'm 1 for 0 or 1 for 1.
Animal Audit, that is so cute. What zoo are they in? We don't know
We're
yet
not
because I
sure.
saw this at 2:58. So we didn't, I got this far, saw it was real time, and went, need to watch this. So I'll read about it after, but it's on something called Africam.
Yeah.
So you might want to post it again.
Okay, sure.
Um, and he'll post it again. So the channel's got a lot of lives. So I just stuck to the cheetah because I just found it. And yes, Carrie Ann, no, we didn't discuss it. I've sort of mentioned it,
Mention.
which sucked because it's the same thing that took his dad. So uh, I was just saying, I hope the balloon doesn't say anything because I also found out about that one 15 minutes before, I think.
Yeah.
So I used to have Chris Chef's shoe on vinyl.
Vinyl record, not vinyl fabric. Mm.
You guys are on today, even with the babble that you did at the beginning, Belf. So I love Hard Wars, Russian cousin Nardwarsky, the human Soviet.
Hat could be watching a different stream than this one. He could be watching,
The dog just sort of interrupt me all the
as
time.
Adam himself has said, he watches all the streams simultaneously.
Yes,
So
yes,
he could be
he's the one who's got
he
mission control.
he could be responding to somebody else. Just think about that.
Newborn cheetah cam.
I
Yes,
think
you
that's
got it.
is that the same one yeah, it is. I think it's the same one I put up. But yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yay.
good to have him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our distraction for the moment.
And I didn't look up what. Oh, and if you noticed, Elvis had a fall on the bridge, not off the bridge, on the bridge, the iconic one, um, yesterday. And I guess he messed up his brand new e-bike.
Where did he get the money for it in the first place?
Mm.
Oh, okay, all right. Not a topic for discussion.
HESC. Oh, they're aware of something. Okay. So no, I just wanted to mention that because just to throw it out there and reiterate that I can't even go to the org right now. Arr, arr, arr. So there's nothing to pick on me about. Ah. I saw Elvis fall, didn't see the end. Could he ride the bike after? I don't know. You know what? I didn't stick around either because I saw it on Joe's channel.
We didn't care that much.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, okay. I did leave a snarky little comment though, because they were saying things about Bridge, that people do, that there was a documentary about, that my friend is the last one on that documentary. Um, that they finally put a barrier. That's what
The title
the
of
title.
today's
They
stream.
finally put a barrier. So
Yeah.
somebody was saying, I went, no, but if you did, it'd only be 20 feet.
But
Uh,
my
but he
com
did lose his tripod. No, don't talk.
no, just talking about the bridge lanes.
Oh, the bridge lanes.
Yeah.
So
There's the pedestrians walk on the east side of the bridge. Bikes uh bikes go on the west side of the walkway.
that we, as far as we know, don't have a barrier.
Right. The barrier is only, where the people are likely to be walking,
But it
and
doesn't make any sense because people likely would be
they
biking
could they
too,
could they could.
because people drive their cars to the middle of it.
I Tell me about it. I had a friend do exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I still don't know what he's doing. And by the time I stopped watching Dose's channel, I was distracted and didn't go back. Ah, so, whoops. So, yeah, no, the bummer thing is Biden. I know that freaking Elvis Jr. gonna come out and say something stupid. You know he is. Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. Music from Elder Era is actually a high watermark of human civilization. Why are you laughing? I don't get it.
No, did you ever see that?
No.
It was was it a film or a TV movie? Kiss versus Phantom of the Park.
Seriously?
Seriously. Yeah, look it up. I don't think I ever saw it. It's definitely not a high point of their career, but it's I don't
They
know.
were a 70s
Watershed
movement
isn't the
made
right
that big
word,
platforms.
but yeah, no, it actually was a thing that happened. Just, further capitalizing on their fame.
That was like they managed to be a good band, but they were wearing platforms and makeup.
Yeah.
This is very weird.
Okay, so it was a feature film that actually went aired in theaters.
Revolve around kids who use your superpowers to battle an evil
Yeah.
inventor.
Okay, did any of you guys see it? I don't. We didn't see it. I was not really into them in those days. Not really into them now, but
I was gonna say everybody was sort of into Kiss if you liked it or not, because
yeah,
their songs actually were good.
yeah.
So, um, it was produced by Hanna-Barbera. That should tell you everything.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So it was basically a children's movie.
How can we sell more Kiss action figures?
Uh, Due to the film's poor acting and semi-comedic script, most kids Kiss fans dislike the film.
Yeah.
Despite the film's poor quality, it has attained cult film status. Oh.
See, but we don't like cults here, so
Can't wait till I get new glasses that don't cut off my eyes anymore. I saw it on VHS. I was very high and suddenly understood.
okay. Okay. I can see the value there.
Hey, I talked to Gizmo once for like 5 hours. Um, I did.
What were you on?
3-letter acronym.
CIA?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put my feet on backwards and put straws through my neck, and I giggled the whole
Okay.
time. I'm probably the only person on the planet Earth who did a 3-letter acronym their first time and laughed for 8 hours.
To dub Peter Chris. Wow.
Wow, that's bad. Look, look,
Look.
three heads. Where's the other one?
Oh, yeah, someone on their chat was saying they
There's
counted
the fourth head.
the number of butts did not match with the number of heads. So
Poor mom. What do you think she's thinking? I'm never going near another boy ever again.
the, what's mom thinking? These kids better support me in my old age. They're not running away and leaving the nest and fending for themselves.
Ace Frehley had a black stunt double, and it is noticeable if you're looking for it. Oh my
Wow.
God, that must be
Okay.
hilarious.
I knew we came to the right place for opinions about
Oh,
that movie.
I wish I was still doing midnight movies. We actually, one of the places I did Rocky at had, it was a multiplex. It had 4 midnight movies going on.
Let's switch to something.
Up, up.
Maybe we're not live anymore.
Maybe we're not live anymore.
Okay. We'll catch up if it
Okay, back to us.
yeah.
So yeah, it would have been possible to have that playing because, oh God, I can't even remember what was playing anymore besides Rocky. Because people would go hide in the other room when the crowd was just a little too rowdy. Um, I once ordered a book from the CIA directly. The librarian includes a lovely note.
Yeah,
Ah.
that figures.
Kids today have no concept of VHS. Back in the day, amazing technology. Yes. Unfortunately, VHS tapes rot. So, but my parents filmed oh, All My Children. They would tape All My Children every day, and we'd come home or we'd watch it for dinner. Now that's freaking hilarious. My dad into All My Children. That's hilarious. See, since we didn't get soda,
I'm gonna kill myself one of
yes,
these
you are.
days.
We're getting Her Highness. Hello, Your Highness. Yes, I know you hate it when I do this. Yeah,
He's like, soda. Who the hell is soda?
exactly. The supermodel is now here. Uh, once ordered a, okay, I think my cousin is CIA. They'll never tell you for real.
Mm-hmm.
Not a joke.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So yeah, that's why I say three-letter acronym because I have no clue. What is she doing?
She wants to get on the desk.
There is one kitten at the cattery that looks like her, and my luck, I'll wind up getting her.
You know, can you
Little
imagine
girl.
a little doppelganger of
Oh,
this one? And that one's a female?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We didn't
Okay.
ask
Yeah.
yesterday when we were there.
No, we were there for a different reason.
Yeah, I think the man of the house was hiding with his kitten, with his cats in his
Mm-hmm.
office.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell what his office is because it's an invisible door. It's so
Yes,
cool.
I know.
It's legitimately a
Yeah,
invisible door.
yeah. You
Yeah,
have to
he
like
got
push
it
a secret button behind a bookcase, and all of a sudden it opens up into another room.
because he works from home now. One of the things that people have done after COVID is they've let go of the releases and people work from home now exclusively. And he's one of them. That's why they probably wrote off his office when they,
Could be. Yep.
yeah, probably could write it off after COVID because his company got rid of the release. It's not too weird nowadays. Even though they own their building, he's still allowed to be home for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, because weirdly enough, they find that some people work better at home and why, the balloon was bitching and moaning about people working from home, that everybody in California.
Yeah, they're just goofing off and playing golf.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sounds familiar? Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's old Tifa.
He works more when he's on his days off, and even he's a nerd. He works after work. If it's something to do, he comes home and does it. It's like I'm used to it because I grew up with it. My dad did the same thing. My brother, the running joke is my brother, if he didn't have a job, he'd unalive himself. Um, the Burmese desk. I think everyone in import export is CIA.
Yeah, uh-huh. What do you do? I'm an import exporter. Uh-huh. Right.
And I was just listening to that too. Alan Rick Ross was talking about how the head of the CIA, head of the FBI, was a Russian agent, but he got exposed by other Russian agent, and so they figured out that that guy was lying, even though he was telling the truth. So it's one of those things. Um, I knew Scientology would fall as Jessica found Twilight of the Gods outside La Poubelle, yet didn't have any idea what it was. Angelic correspondence, eh? Twilight of
We'll have
the
to go back
Gods?
and watch that.
Twilight of the Gods? I know. See, brain fog. I know I should know
Mhm.
what that is. Seriously. And it's sort of like the Abba Eben. It sounded familiar. So Ah, it's a show. Now, is it off of a comic book or something?
Sounds like it should be.
Because I have what is it called? I don't watch comics, or I don't do comics, but my friends do, so I get it. And I'm a comic book character.
Osmosis? No.
Maybe, I don't know. One of these days I should show you the book. So,
Yeah, there's YouTube for everything out there, Nebulous.
what is meant by Twilight of the Gods? Will it be set? Sorry. Somebody was going into that, how TV shows. Oh, it was a Scientology thing about Masterson and how um, he will still get royalties because the lesser, like independent channels, are still showing it because it's cheap. And how back then you had 22 episodes in a season, and now you have six. And if you're lucky, you put out another season within 2 years. And it was like, yeah, so you actually cannot make money like that anymore as a TV star. And I was like, that is so bizarre how you go from a season to 6 episodes. And I did it too with The Crown. Quietly waited for the next, season to come out, and I'm just like, it's weird. You just sit back and think that's truly weird how it does that. So, because we all have the, what is it now? The 7-minute attention span.
Yeah. We dropped way below that now.
Yeah, and less than 24 hours. So, that does sound like the right CV.
Oh, Kobil's cousin. He described it a couple of messages up.
Okay. Um, VHS tape, there's a YouTube evidence out there. Twilight of the Gods by Wagner. I swear to God, I played an instrument for 5 years. Wagner played as the Russian army
Ooh.
headed into Berlin. Well, the mustached one liked Wagner too. So James Ankleton was Captain Bill of the CIA. So yeah, I didn't realize that I should have been taking notes. I thought it was just gonna be something to play in the background. So I had it on when I was getting dressed. Um,
Oh, the stream
yeah, the
from
the Alan Rick
the
Ross,
yeah.
which we're gonna start watching tonight when we eat. And yes, I'm having McDonald's tonight because my one of my mods who has is a little busy right now sent me a picture of a cat balloon head with a order of fries hanging from it, which is bizarrely cool, but it made me go, I want my fillet of fish.
Anyway,
Anyway, so my multi-tool, Alan Rick Ross, cruelty is what makes a good cult leader. That one I hadn't done yet. Cruelty makes a good cult leader. I'll never have my own religion because I really have to not give a damn about the people who are following me.
not possible. Sorry.
That's what's so weird. It's like, no, that'd explain why me and my friend didn't start our own religion because we're not that cruel. We used to joke about it. So I think Angleton at his worst was the Chumley.
Good. Let's use that name more often.
So yeah, Alan Rick Ross was talking about the Sheng dancers. That billboard you see all the time of, I think they're
Oh,
Sheng.
Sen Yuen, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, everybody jokes about it,
that's
of
Falun
course.
Gong.
Yes, I know. I knew. I heard that
That's
recently.
actually Falun. I'm glad we never went
Yeah.
to go see them because I thought it would be interesting.
Yep.
That's Falun Gong. That is interesting. And some of the dancers, I guess, probably took asylum here. And because, of course, it's a cult, so it's making them play through injuries. And I think somebody like outed, they wound up at an embassy probably or something and said, this is what's happening. So I found out today. Shenyang,
Yeah,
yes,
I didn't pronounce it correctly, obviously.
is Falun Gong.
But yeah, the joke was that poster is in so many places. It was like there were memes of it just on like breakfast cereals and every place you can possibly imagine.
Like
Yeah,
Dianetics.
yeah.
And so it's obviously people don't know this or people don't process who Falun Gong is. So, but yeah, it's like he was talking about it and he was talking about how you have to be cruel. And no, you don't care about your people because to be that charismatic, you have to be able to just exude dictatorship. It's what Orange Balloon wants me again. So, um, I'm not surprised. Ah, uh, sick think all day long. Okay. Hot air balloon flight. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. You guys, I'm just gonna let you all. I'm gonna block everybody from the stream once. I'm gonna go for a couple hours, and I'm just gonna talk about what you four want to talk about. So,
Ah,
MILF, nebulous, big giant head. Actually, because it'd have to be no face, and
we the four.
no,
No.
there's one more. I can't think right now. I can't think who the fourth one would be. I had it in my mind a minute ago. But there's a fourth one somewhere. Carmona is just mad that the Epic Times refused to print it. So, see, that's what I mean. It's going to be like, let's
Yep.
all talk about God knows what. I would think all cults are attracted to MAGA. Yet you figure they would. And see, he can't even do a proper cult. So technically, he is not a cult because he has not gained cult status. People are not killing them. Oops. And unaliving themselves for him. So, and he was talking that, yeah, we have over culted, like over narcissisted.
Unless the guy that blew up the medical facility yesterday turns out to be one of them.
No, he's probably pro life.
You, okay, yeah, that's over. It's not the same thing.
No, he's probably pro
Yeah,
life
yeah.
because, people didn't know about fertility clinics. Hell, I just found out during the last election with the big deal about fertility for why pro life people are against fertility clinics. So, I would think all cults are attracted to mega. Yes. Um, but it's an overused phrase now, like passive aggressive, like um woke, like feminist, like all of those were narcissist. The narcissist one is interesting. Bipolar was. It's just another overused word. They are particularly connected to Trump. Falun Gong? Ooh, I gotta look up this one later. So, it's just it's a really good listen to if you want to. It's Alan Rick Ross 2 months ago. Uh, that Aaron was interviewing him. So it's on Aaron's channel. Growing up in Scientology. Um, like Scientology, Adam, I wonder how many others. Yeah, yeah. Well, hell, we don't even know how many are out there. And I knew about the big ones, I guess, because the dancing cult from LA was at seven something or another. There was a documentary about them. The guy is anti-pro-life from what I read. That doesn't make any sense then. Why did he blow up a fertility clinic? Okay, so now he belongs to something else.
Yeah, it's like if you blow up that clinic, that's lives that you're destroying.
Right. So that's why
Yeah.
I thought it was a pro-lifer because it's supposed to be
Mm-hmm.
host only. You're not supposed to put those aside. So um hood, cape,
Plan.
no,
Uh, 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 yeah, Handmaid's Tale.
yes, it's O Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
So
plan. Red Hood, not White Hood.
no white hood. It's a white
Okay.
thingy. Um
Yeah,
they were see, they're moving. Every time they start
yeah,
moving
yeah.
because I'm looking straight at them.
You could
So
actually, yeah, you can actually see more distinct heads, more than you could before.
In the UK, one can be arrested for preying in one's mind outside abortion clinics. That makes no sense. Oh, oh, she's stretching. See,
Ah,
but the lag is about 15, 20 seconds. So she's stretched out and pounded on
yeah,
the kittens
yeah.
before.
Well, there's a lag from YouTube to there, then there's
Yeah,
another lag from us to that. So who knows what we're watching at this moment?
yes. So, um, the man who rearranged that building doesn't believe in birth without consent. He's an
Mm.
antinatalist of some kind. Ah, okay. So he actually might have had eggs in there or sperm in there because a lot of
Oh,
guys
wow,
in college donate for IVF.
wow.
So he could have donated while he was in college or some kind of other thing and decided to
And his
change
only
his mind.
option for preventing his
Besides being,
his DNA from being
mentally,
used was to do that.
because there is a documentary about one guy who's got like 100 children.
Oh yeah.
Because the fertility clinic that used him while he was in college lied and gave his sperm to other women who were that he wasn't in the catalog,
Hmm.
but they had it. So it's like this one group has had to look because also that would be interbreeding and your children will wind up
Yeah,
disabled.
yeah.
And this guy thinks it's the greatest
Oh
thing
yeah, he
ever.
was like, I'm some kind of messiah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the title of the series was something like My Thousand Kids
Yeah.
or
My 100 kids or
yeah,
something.
something like
So yeah. And these poor children who are adults all have to like come to terms with it. And some have not.
that. Hmm.
So I don't think I'd be out there doing a doc. Well, no, he like you said, his ego's just so freaking huge.
Yeah.
He said he actually was sort of looking forward to meeting people that he had um
Con-
contributed to.
yes.
He didn't know it was that many either. So, but what did he do? He take it and ran. Now he's got 100 children. It's the weirdest thing. Oh my God. I wonder why we didn't have kids. Um, so yeah, that would be interesting. I don't want him blamed for us to us. And yeah, I am saying us. It's like last thing we need is some guy who car bombed because of his sperm not being he didn't want his sperm Genghis Khan
Genghis Khan mindset.
mindset.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I am the father of everyone.
Well, you can say Elon Antoinette. He thinks he's fathered
Yeah.
100 children.
Another good example. How
And
many
he's
now?
looking forward probably to all the women coming out asking for money.
Oh yeah, let me
Yeah.
slide into your DMs and be a baby daddy. Like, ew.
Oh, I hate that man. Um, so
Hey,
Dusty, we're
Dusty,
just
we're
about to end.
but we're always happy to have you here, Dusty.
Yes, I watched you for like 30 seconds on Friday. Uh, then I was gonna go to Cheryl's and got distracted.
Oh,
My God, I'm worse than a damn child, I swear.
mm.
Thanks to him, my friend can't go to work tomorrow because his clinic across the street took damage. Yeah.
See, now Don's showing up at the very end.
Yeah, Pam, you're here at the end too. Yeah, I know I saw the damage because I actually got confused. I was watching, I guess KTLA, and they were just sort of bouncing all over the place. And I realized at one point, wait, that's not the clinic. That's the hospital across the street. Uh, and it was like, how big was that bomb? How did they find a body since they only found what the block of the car? So it was like, oh my God, I'm melting in the pavement. I'm sure you are. That's been me a lot lately. Taking damage? Surgical center. Okay. Yeah. Um, I assumed it was a hospital, but that could be just cosmetic surgery. In the future, Habsburg jaw is likely to be a reality. Yes. And it's from 400 years ago. So, oh God, no. The last one was, I want to say early 1900s. You know, the Habsburg jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, So yeah, I know, and we'll have to name it after that guy, and he'll probably love it. Surprised he doesn't want a monument put up for him. It's all 3 miles from where I work. Oh, interesting. Yeah, right, because it's Palm Springs. I didn't even put two and two together. Oh my God, I'm glad you're okay. Didn't even realize it. I know. Hi, Lupita. You're coming in late too. No, these are kittens in Africa. They're at some kind of sanctuary. I just found it 2 minutes before I started streaming, but they were moving. So
So,
when they move, I
great
go see
question
them.
though. We're talking about getting kittens, and all of a sudden we're showing kittens on video.
Cheetah kittens.
Right. We're not getting
We're
cheetahs.
not getting cheetahs. So sorry to chat and run off to the store. Okay, bye Pam. Have
Well, yeah,
fun.
we're running ourselves,
Yeah,
so
we're supposed to be going too, and you two are the last two. Three come in. Dusty, Lupita, and Pam. Tammy is an awesome mommy. Ah, yes, she is. That's Tammy.
oh.
Mommy cheated
Oh, okay,
Tammy.
okay. Yeah, I didn't even bother to see the
I
title.
can get Pam's when she does it, but I can't get the boys. She's looking. Somebody made a noise.
Yeah. Who's live streaming me? They do not consent.
Exactly. Ah. Okay, so I'm gonna go. There is no Carrie Ann tonight. She's supposed to be studying. Hopefully, she's not paying attention to us and she's studying. There's still a Habsburgs out there. Yes, they are typical normie European one percenters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just watching something about that on Friday. So, okay, guys. So, yeah, we're going to finally go. We've got things to do. I've got to get up on my ass and do things. Um, I'm still tired today, but I noticed that I'm not as tired at nighttime. So, he's going to have to bug me to go upstairs and work all night at night. So,
She gave me permission.
yes, I did. I told him he can do like a birdie and just keep bothering me from the stairs. So, because yeah, last night, the last 3 hours, I was wide awake. I was slightly twitchy and watching cop videos.
Which you can watch in the bedroom.
I know. I can
Yeah.
watch them
In any
here.
room.
I
Yeah.
know. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go do something. Take care. I'll see everybody tomorrow here. I'll still be here. When I can make it up the stairs without wincing is when I'll start going to San Francisco, and I can't yet. So, I mean, both sets. Um, so I'll probably still be here this week. Tomorrow's Monday anyway, and I don't go over there on Monday. But you can find me here 2 to 3,
No, 3 to 4.
3 to 4,
Pacific time.
at least 5 days a
Yes.
week. So like, sub, member, spend all the rest of it on food and toothpaste. That's what one of the things that was recommended for the tariff empty, which will be for about a month. Um, so they said toothpaste. I don't know why everybody's gonna want to brush their teeth all at once. So yes, hugs and hugs to everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. He'll be with me next week. So no, he won't. He'll be busy next week. No, 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 shush. So I will see you guys all later. Okay. Ciao, Bellas.